Welcome back to Daily Warrior Yoga, and today I have a deep stretch and nervous system reset for you. This is a great restorative standalone practice, but it is designed to be paired with the Ass and Abs series as a form of recovery. So whatever brought you here today, welcome. All I'm gonna need today is a blanket and a couple blocks. You could also use pillows or bolsters, whatever you've got. But we are gonna start laying down on our backs in Supta Baddha Konasana, or reclined bound angle pose. So we're gonna start laying down, soles of the feet touch, and instead of just letting our knees kind of hang out there in space, since this is a more restorative class, we are going to take a restorative approach. So we are going to put blocks underneath our knees so that they have something to rest on and they're not just hanging out. You know what I mean? And again, you can find whatever side of the block works best for you. Tuck your chin slightly. Lift your chest and bring your shoulders together and down towards your waist. Take your arms out to the side in a T. Think big, expansive breaths. Take up as much space as you can. Soften your gaze. I think I already said this. Tuck your chin slightly. And begin to deepen your breath. Very slowly. Deeply and evenly. In and out through your nose. Taking note of the qualities of your breath, the temperature of the air, the depth of your breath, and where your breath travels or doesn't travel within your body. And as you begin to connect your mind and your body through your breath, briefly scan your body through your mind's eye, taking note of any body parts you may need to honor today, acknowledging that you are the guardian of your body and your practice and are free to modify or opt out of any poses you see fit today. Take 2 more breaths here. And on your next inhale, return the soles of the feet to the mat and walk your feet out to the wide edges of your mat. Move your blocks. We're going to need some space. Hands are still out to the side in a T or cactus arms if space is an issue for you. Take an inhale here at the center, and on your exhale, bring both knees down to the right-hand side. Pause here. We're going to move as slow as we can today and take our time through every movement. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, take your knees down to the left. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale, down to the right one more time. Inhale, back up to center. And exhale, down to the left, last time. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, walk your feet back underneath your hips and hug your knees into your chest one at a time, nice and slow. Rock side to side, rolling out your lower spine, lumbar spine. And on your exhale, hug your knees into your chest more and choose your version of happy baby. So you can grab the backs of your knees, calves, or soles of your feet. Pull them down to either side of your torso, and at the same time, think about reaching the very tip of your tailbone down toward the top of the mat. Or just think about flattening your entire tailbone down on the mat. Happy baby is a choose your own adventure pose, so rock side to side, extend one leg, change sides. This pose is all about finding what feels good for you in your body in this moment. Even out your sides here. Couple more breaths. And on your next exhale, bring everything back to center. Bring your knees into touch and float your knees above your hips and take your hands above your shoulders. We're going to do a few dead bugs here, but we're going to take it nice and slow. So take an inhale here at the center, and on your exhale, I want you to extend your left leg and your right arm, hovering both off the mat about 2 inches, pressing your belly down toward the mat. The tendency here is to have the belly puff up like a muffin, and what you need to do is you've got to consciously connect with your abdominals and pull your belly button down towards your mat. Inhale, come back to center, nice and slow. Exhale, switch sides. Extend your right leg and your left arm. Hovering off the mat, pull the belly down. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, back to the first side. Right arm, left leg, and hover. Pull the belly down. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left arm, right leg. Inhale, back to center. One more time each side. Right arm, left leg. Inhale, back up to center, and exhale. Last time. And inhale. Come back to center. Lower your feet down to the mat and make your way over to your left side, taking a block with you. We're gonna come to our left side, laying on our left side, put the block underneath your head, and you can just keep your left arm wherever is most comfortable for you underneath. Knees are bent and stacked. On your inhale, I want you to take your right toes down low and in front and reach your right hand back behind you. Big inhale here. Feel a big opening through the right side. Exhale, come through center. And inhale, extend. Right hand reaches out, right leg reaches back. Exhale, come through center. Open up, inhale. Exhale, come through center. Inhale, reach. Opposite side this time. One more time each side. Exhale, come through center. Nice and slow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come through center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come through center. Switch sides, roll over onto your right side. Same thing, block underneath your head. Knees stacked. Inhale, extend your left toes down low and in front while your left hand reaches back behind. Feeling big opening on this left side. Exhale, come back through center. Inhale, extend. Reach opposite directions. Exhale, come through center. Inhale. Left hand reaches back, left toes reach forward. And exhale through center and switch. One more time each side. Exhale through center, inhale to open. Exhale through center, inhale to open. Exhale, come through center. Make your way up to a tabletop position. Again, nice and slow. We'll put the blocks off to the side for now. We will need them later. All right. From cat-cow, we're gonna make, instead of doing our traditional cat-cow, we're gonna make big, slow circles with our torso. So really bend into your elbows, take your chest down close to the mat, and on your up, tuck your chin, round your spine, reach through your lower back. Same thing, bend your elbows, take your chest down. Inhale, rise up, round your spine. Last time, exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, round your spine. Change your circles. Opposite directions, taking your chest down, tucking your chin, rounding your spine. 2 more times. Getting your whole body involved here. And last time, down and up. Bring your big toes to touch. Knees as wide as your shoulders or wider, and send your hips to your heels for extended child's pose. Reach your fingertips up toward the top of your mat, tuck your chin, forehead comes to rest on the mat. Inhale, rise up through tabletop. And on your exhale, take your right knee to your right wrist for pigeon. So we're gonna extend our left toes back behind us. You have lots of options here in pigeon. This can be pretty spicy. So you can always grab extra blocks to put underneath your hip if you find that your hip is off the mat. You can bend your left knee and take it in slightly so you're not as stretched out, right? Find what works best for you. We are going to be here longer than we normally are. So don't go 100 miles an hour out the gate, right? You might want to ease into it, is what I'm saying. So find a pigeon that works for you right here on this right side. And soften the muscles in your face. Relax your shoulders. And do a scan of your body, releasing any tension that you've built up in any muscles. Now's the time to let all that go, not just in your hip. And as you breathe and create more space in this stretch, you might find that, hey, I maybe don't need my blocks. Maybe I can come down a little further. And that's what I meant when I said pace yourself. Don't go 100 miles an hour out the gate, because we are going to be here and I don't want you to overstretch or hurt yourself. Keep breathing here, creating space with every breath. Take a couple more deep breaths. And very slowly on your next exhale, walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, very slowly stack your shoulders over your wrists. And on your exhale, make your way back through to your tabletop pose. Shake out your hips here. That was pretty intense. And we're heading into another intense pose. So one of the reasons I have my blanket situated the way it is on my mat is because we are heading into frog pose, which can be a little bit rough on your inner knees. So find a blanket, I know they make knee pads for like pads for yoga for knees. Find whatever works best for you. I'm gonna use this blanket, you do you, boo. I'm gonna turn to the side so I have more support, and I'm gonna very slowly walk my knees out to the sides, and my inner arches of my feet are going to be in contact with the mat. So you very much feel like a frog here. Your toes are pointing out, the arches of your feet are down, and grab your blocks, you will need them, and very slowly walk your knees out until you've met your best edge for today, meaning this is as far as you can go comfortably, right? So wherever that is, we're gonna do a little bit of mobility here before we settle in. So on your inhale, Rock forward. Send your shoulders over your elbows. Exhale, send your hips back to your heels. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, your hips back. Inhale, come forward. And this time on your exhale, go back, but not as far, because this is where we're gonna stay for a few minutes. And again, if you find that as you are down here and you're creating more space, if you find that you have more room, you can just keep creeping your hips back. Up to you. Big deep breaths here. Relax your shoulders. Breathe into your inner thighs, groin muscles. And if you find after a few moments it becomes too intense, then just back out a little bit. Pull yourself forward a little bit. You're still getting a stretch. When you sit your hips back, you just make it spicier. Couple more breaths here. And on your next inhale, bring your shoulders forward slightly. And on your exhale, I want you to look back over your right shoulder and see if you can take your right foot off the mat. Whether it's 2 inches, 6 inches, but we're working that internal hip rotation, lift and lower. 2 more times. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Last time, inhale, lift, and we're gonna hold. Not for long, but longer. And exhale, lower all the way down. All right, we gotta get out of this, and it's sticky. Hands on the blocks underneath your shoulders. Push yourself up, and very slowly begin to walk your knees in toward the midline. Woo, go nice and slow. We're doing a lot of intense, deep stretching here. That's why I called it deep stretch and nervous system reset. So go slow. Let your body adjust and integrate what you're doing to it, okay? Other side. We'll take those. We'll use these blocks later. All right, so you're in a tabletop position. And now you're gonna take your left knee up to your left wrist and reach your right toes back behind you. Again, sides are different. Maybe you're not as mobile on this side. That's okay. Just bend your right knee, take it in a little bit, or add extra props to your left hip. So stack some things up underneath it. Do whatever you've got to do. And again, we're not in a race here. So ease into it. Take your time. Maybe you start up here and you just kind of feel into your left hip. Maybe on your next exhale, you take your elbows down to your blocks. I don't think you guys really need me to walk you through how to get into pigeon. You've got lots of options. Pick one or pick several. You do you, boo-boo. But we're here for several breaths. Give yourself a few more breaths in this position. And on your next exhale, very slowly, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. And again, very slowly inhale your shoulders over your hips. And exhale, step back through your tabletop position. And we'll make our way back into frog pose for the second and final time. Locate your blocks. You might find that maybe you don't need them as much this time. Maybe you don't need them at all because we have been here before. So your body will recognize like, oh, we've done this before. So start in a tabletop position in a way that your knees will be best supported on blankets, and very slowly begin to walk your knees out, gently placing your inner arches of your feet down on the floor or the mat, and keep those knees heading away from each other. Coming down, forearms on blocks, forearms on the floor, whatever you got. We'll do the same thing. We'll inhale, rock forward slightly. Exhale, sit your hips over your heels. You might find, wow, I have a lot more room this time around than I did the first time. Take advantage of it. Really sit those hips back. Find your own best edge again, right? That changes, and it can change daily. It can change within a practice. And on your last exhale, or whenever your next exhale is, take your hips back and park it there. Couple more breaths here. And on your next exhale, take your hands underneath your shoulders if they're not there already. Inhale, rise up very slowly, remember, very slowly, and inch your knees back in toward the midline, in toward center. Maybe squeezing in some extra movements as you do that, working through the stiffness that you might have created in doing that intense, deep stretch. And now, very slowly make your way onto your back. You'll need one block for this next part. We're coming onto our back, and we're gonna take the block on its medium setting here, and we're gonna put it up underneath. Oh, sorry guys. Take our block on our medium setting here and put it up underneath your lower back, your sacrum area, right where your spine meets your tailbone. Those two dimples, that's where you're going. Find a good spot for it there. And when you're ready, rest your hands down by your sides and very slowly begin to lift the knees over your hips and then ankles over your knees. Legs up the wall, but without a wall. Point and flex your feet, Roll out your ankles. Get some movement out here because then we're gonna settle in for a few breaths of stillness in this position. Maybe you bend your knees. I don't know. I don't know you. I'd like to though. I didn't mean to be rude. All right, get your wiggles out and then settle into a still position. Still taking big, deep breaths. Take a couple more breaths here. And on your next exhale, bend your knees, lowering your soles of the feet down to your mat. Press into your feet, lift your hips, remove your black block, and take your block and put it in between your knees on its widest setting. Okay, hands down by your side. Inhale, lift your hips, come up onto your tippy toes. Don't worry, you didn't accidentally stumble into a barre class of mine. We're gonna do some nervous system resetting here, and it's gonna feel weird, but that's okay, because it'll feel better when you're done. So, you're on your tiptoes, you're in a bridge position, and I want you to take your heels, tap your heels gently down on the mat one at a time. So, right heel, left heel, right heel, left heel. And just keep going. You can speed it up or slow it down as much as you want, but we're just gonna keep tapping our heels on the mat, side to side. I prefer going a little faster here. We're gonna do this for about 30 seconds. Tapping your heels, lifting your hips. A few more seconds here. Big inhale, big lift. Exhale, lower your hips all the way down onto the mat. Take your block, put it off to the side, and extend your legs long, keeping your heels on the mat. So it's like a Shavasana, but you're on your heels. Instead of your feet splaying out, you're on your heels. You've got a slight bend in your knee. And you're gonna put your arms out to the side in a T or cactus, space permitting, and we're gonna just rock back and forth on our heels. It's okay if your head stays with the mat, but we're just rocking back and forth. The only thing really doing any of the movement are the feet, right? Just let your shoulders and your head and everything else kind of go along for the ride. Again, we're here for about 30 seconds. Great job. Your nervous system will thank you. A few more seconds here. Get your last couple wiggles out and then come to a still spot. Feet splay out, palms come to rest by your sides, either up or down. Tuck your chin slightly. Bring your shoulders together and drop them down towards your waist. Soften your eyes. Release your jaw. Feel your body melt into your mat. As you enjoy these last few moments in a restorative Shavasana. Feel free to stay in this restorative Shavasana as long as you like. When you're ready, wiggle your fingers and toes. Roll out your wrists and ankles. Walk your heels into touch, straight legs. Point your toes, and on your inhale, reach your arms up overhead, nice and slow. And exhale. Hug your knees into your chest one at a time, nice and slow. Rock side to side. And when you're ready, make your way to a comfortable seated position where we'll take one final breath together. Reach the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Tuck your chin and extend your arms long by your sides, dropping your shoulders down towards your waist. On your inhale, reach your hands up overhead to touch. Exhale, lower them down to the center of your chest and bow your head to your open heart. Thank you for sharing your practices with me today. Be in a state of gratitude for all of the amazing things that our bodies were able to do for us during this practice. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Thanks for joining me today. Don't forget to smash that like button. Bye. Oh, and smash that subscribe button too. Thanks. Mwah.